describe two ethical dilemmas Samad faces in this situation. First situation is integrity versus loyalty. The integrity versus loyalty in conflict is the challenge arises when loyalty to a person or group conflict with one's sense of integrity. For instance, if someone's company is engaging in questionable practice, loyalty might push them to stay silent to protect the organization, while integrity would urge them to speak up. Balancing this requires careful consideration of the potential outcome and personal values. So, for example, Samad is torn between upholding his professional integrity by adhering to accounting standard and reporting accurate financial information versus showing loyalty to his company and his superior. Abu misreporting financial data would compromise Samad's integrity and violate ethical accounting principle. But if he doesn't complete, he could damage his relationship with Abu and risk his position. Ethical dilemma Samad faces in this situation number 2 is obligation to stakeholder versus job security. Balancing obligation to stakeholders and job security involves addressing sometimes competing priorities. Obligations to stakeholders typically focus on achieving profitability, growth, and overall business success, often leading to decisions aimed at increasing shareholder value. This can include cost-cutting measures or restructuring efforts which may directly affect job security. For example, Samad's ethical duty to the company, investor, and stakeholder conflict with his concern for his own job security and company stability. Reporting the CFO actions would be ethically responsible and protect the stakeholder from financial misrepresentation. However, if the company loses investment or suffer financially, it could lead to job losses, including his own and those of his colleagues.
Question B. Explain 4 of Samad's responsibility as an employee of Green Service Solution in this situation. Number 1 is serve faithfully. Samad's responsibility to serve faithfully means he must act with loyalty, dedication, and honesty toward Green Service Solution. This commitment requires him to prioritize the company's long-term interests over any temporary or individual gains. Given his role as a senior accountant and his tenure, Samad's faithful service is crucial for preserving the company's reputation and ethical standing. By ensuring his actions align with the well-being and sustainability of the company, Samad demonstrates that faithfulness involves rejecting any action that could mislead stakeholders or damage the company reputation. If he were to comply with the CFO's request to misreport financial data, it would contradict this duty, as it could lead to serious consequences such as legal penalties, loss of investor trust, and lasting harm to the company's reputation. By refusing to falsify records, Samad would uphold his responsibility to serve Green Service Solution faithfully by protecting its integrity and maintaining transparent business practices. Number 2 is obey lawful and reasonable orders. Samad is also responsible for obeying lawful and reasonable orders, which require that he follow instructions from his superiors as long as these directives comply with legal and ethical standards. However, if a directive violates legal or professional standards, Samad has a duty to reject it. In this situation, his superior Abu, the CFO, is asking him to alter financial records to make the company appear more profitable. Although Samad typically must follow his superior instruction, he must consider the legality and ethics of this particular request. adjusting financial figure to present a false image of profitability is both illegal, as it violates accounting regulation and standard, and unethical as it deceives investors and stakeholders. Samad is therefore justified in refusing to follow Abu's order because it is neither lawful nor reasonable. By refusing to falsify financial data, Samad adheres to his responsibility to obey only lawful directive and avoid complicity in action that could have serious legal and ethical repercussions.
Next is perform duties with proper care and diligence. As a senior accountant, Samad must ensure that the accuracy and honesty in financial reporting, because this responsibility means he should follow accounting standard and practice to ensuring the information he report is truthful and reliable for decision making by the company stakeholder, because this will affect for those who want to invest in the company. They will rely on financial reports. Number 4 is protect confidential information. Samad is entrusted with sensitive financial data. While he should not disclose confidential information unnecessarily, he has an ethical obligation to report misconduct to the appropriate authorities if he believes it could harm the company or its stakeholder. This helps maintain ethical standard while protecting confidential data.
Question C. You are one of the manager at Green Service Solution and are aware of the situation. Purpose 4 of the manager responsibility to both employee and the organization. First, ensure ethical practice. Promoting an ethical culture start with manager leading by example. Modeling integrity and fostering a respectful work environment. It involves setting clear, accessible guidelines on what constitutes ethical behavior in various situations, ensuring employees know how to make decisions aligned with company value. For instance, when company like Samad face ethical challenge, a strong ethical foundation and access to guidelines can help them navigate complex situations confidently. Open channel for communication, such as a whistleblower policy or ethical hotline, further ensure that employees feel safe in reporting issue without fear of retribution. Secondly, oversight and direction. Active oversight by manager is critical in maintaining legal and policy compliance by consistently monitoring day-to-day operation and offering clear guidelines. Manager help keep everyone aligned with company standard. This oversight is especially important in a sensitive area like finance, where ethical lapses can have significant consequence. Regular check, audit, and open discussion about any observed irregularities are practical measure manager can use to maintain transparency and accountability. This vigilance not only deter unethical behavior but also demonstrate to employees that the organization take compliance and integrity seriously.
The third point is support employee development. As managers, it's essential to create an environment where employees can voice their ethical concern without the fear of backlash. One of the key ways to achieve this is by offering comprehensive training on ethical guidelines, ensuring that everyone understands the standard expected of them. Additionally, having a reliable and confidential system in place for reporting any misconduct is crucial. This not only helps employees feel safe and empowered, but also strengthens the organization's ability to tackle ethical issues head-on. The fourth point is to protect the interests of organization and stakeholders. Managers also have a responsibility to act in the best interest of both the company and its stakeholders. One critical aspect of this is ensuring transparency, especially when it comes to financial reporting. It's vital that all reports presented to stakeholders are accurate and clear, as any misrepresentation can lead to serious legal and reputational damage. By maintaining high standard of honesty and precision, managers help protect the organization from unnecessary risks and build trust with stakeholders.
Question D. From the agency's view of employees' responsibilities, what should Samad do as an agent of green service solution? From the agency perspective, Samad's role as a senior accountant means he has fiduciary duties to green service solution, including loyalty, trust, and confidentiality. His responsibility as an agent of the company require him to act in the organization's best interest while upholding ethical and legal standards. Samad should report the misrepresentation to an appropriate authority within the organization or, if necessary, to an external regulator if internal reporting mechanisms are not effective. This action is justified because, number one, duty of loyalty and trust. The duty of loyalty and trust means that Samad, as a senior accountant at Green Service Solutions, must act in the company's best interest and protect its integrity. This responsibility requires him to prioritize the company's long-term reputation, credibility, and ethical standards over any immediate benefit. When the CFO Abu asks Samad to adjust financial figures to make the company appear more profitable, Samad's loyalty is tested. Although this could help secure important investment, it would involve misleading stakeholders and violating accounting standards, risking serious long-term harm, and misreporting financial information would damage the company's credibility, and it lead to legal consequences and erode investor trust. Samad's duty of loyalty and trust means he must consider this broader impact and act with integrity. Even if refusing Abu's request could have personal repercussions, Samad is obligated to prevent unethical action. By rejecting the request to falsify report, he upholds his duty to protect the company's reputation, ensuring Green Service Solution remain trustworthy and ethical.
So, lastly, it is legal and ethical compliance. As an agent, Samad has a responsibility to obey lawful order and avoid action that could harm stakeholders or violate regulatory requirements. Reporting the misrepresentations aligns with his duty to maintain accurate and honest financial reporting, and also confidentially with integrity. While Samad must protect confidential information, he also has an ethical obligation to prevent harm. Reporting misconduct ensures he fulfills his fiduciary responsibility while preserving ethical standards and protecting stakeholders. This means that while Samad has one priority to set, that he needs to always keep their confidential information, Samad has also need to be clever how to also protect their stakeholders and fix the misrepresentation in their financial statement, so that the stakeholder or the new investor will always get the truth or the right financial statement. So in the future, they will not be harmed by the false representations of the company. Thank you.